I'm sure you're familiar with this. About 2 months ago, ICE they conducted one of the largest workplace raids ever. It was done at a Hyundai vehicle and battery plant down in Atlanta, I believe. They detained something like 475 workers. But it turns out that this set off a bunch of almost international concerns, especially with the Korean nationals. But these Korean immigrants, they were here legally. I believe they were here on a workplace visa.
Well, if they were here on a work visa, they should have not been deported. The problem is a lot of them come in with work visas and they overstay the length, the legal length of the visa. In other words, the visa expires and they continue to stay in the country. That's what should be looked into, because if you're here working legally, you should not be deported. You should not be picked up by ICE.
Well, that might be true, but again, we're having an expanded conversation. Is ICE overstepping now that it has these additional and expanded rules that they don't have to follow?
No, they have to follow the rules. They're not gonna disobey the law and not follow the rules, because ICE and immigration can be sued. So I don't believe that they're purposely just willy-nilly just picking up people that are here legally, like they're saying they're kidnapping people in the night and disappearing them. Yeah, they're picking them up because they're here illegally. And as I stated before, I don't know of any country that will let people just go in there and live illegally in any country in the world. I mean, go to China and try to illegally see what happens to you. Go to Cuba and try to live there illegally, see what happens to you. It doesn't exist.
Okay, I mean, you're from California. You familiar with Camarillo? I think I'm pronouncing that right. Camarillo,
Yeah,
California.
Camarillo, California. Yes, I am.
Okay, there was a raid by ICE not too long ago. They raided a farm operation, and I believe something like over 200 people were detained, and one farmhouse worker actually died while trying to evade agents. This sparked, obviously, national media and news attention. And, again, it just felt like with these expanded enforcement tactics, ICE was going too far.
Well, like I stated before, if ICE is going too far, they can be sued. They can be held accountable for it. However, if this person was illegal and let's say had a heart condition and starts running because he's being chased by ICE and he gets a heart attack, well, what can we do about that? Legally, there's no recourse that anybody can take against ICE for that. And as I stated before, ICE is just like anybody else or any other agency. They must proceed and basically follow the law and be respectful of the law.
Yeah, I mean, again, these statistics, they're staggering. I was reading that the Department of Homeland Security in September, just last month, they announced that more than 2 million illegal aliens have been removed from the U.S. in less than 250 days under the Trump administration push. That's staggering. ICE put it at something like 66,000. Department of Homeland Security is putting it over 2 million. Where does the truth lie?
Well, the truth lies in the fact that, under the previous administration, especially under the Obama administration, if you look at statistics, there were more people deported under Obama administration than Trump has deported here recently. So we can't just have open borders and let everybody come in. We can't do that. and especially those that come in to commit crimes. And there are also those that come here to take advantage of our welfare system, our assistance programs. They don't come here to work. They know that if they don't work, that the system here is going to take care of them anyway. So if they're not coming here to work, then what are they coming here for? Just to live off of our taxpayers? And look at the taxes, how high they are now. Then to make matters worse, our tax money is now not only being used to protect a lot of these illegal people that are in our country, a lot of them is being stolen. We have a major corruption problem in this country.